unsuccessfully selling shoes, and I would always look at the woman's panties while I was down there doing the shoe sales. You guys know this guy, right? You know who's coming here, okay? He quit his shoe salesman job to become super mega, like international 10X on steroids, 10X. He holds the record for being the highest grossing comedian in the history of the world. This man is responsible for us doing a 10X Growth Conference, by the way. He inspired me to put on my own tour and not just be a speaker at him. One of the highest paid actors in Hollywood and around the world. What you don't know is how shrewd he is as a businessman and a dreamer to build his own legacy as a CEO in a billion-dollar empire. Ladies and gentlemen, raise the roof, call the roofer. Let's fix this place, Kevin Hart.
This is a comfort look, but I got a stylist. I can't take all the credibility for it. I got a person that goes out and looks out for me, but I'm a stylish guy. I can throw some stuff on. This is me today. This is on me. This is my outfit. I like that shirt. It's like a little mock turtleneck. I like it. I like it. I see what you're doing. You didn't go full neck. You said I'm gonna go a little bit of neck.
I had a thick neck.
Yeah, you didn't want to cover up. You still want to show a little neck. I'm gonna give you half. I'm gonna give you a half cover up with my mock neck. I like
Fury last night, tongue in neck.
Yeah, did you hear? Yeah, I saw him. He licked some blood last night.
Yeah.
Turned me completely out. I didn't know what that was about. I scared the shit out of me, to be honest with you. I ain't never seen another man go out to lick another man's blood.
You're not against that or anything.
No, I'm not gonna eat nobody's blood. That's not my cup of tea. Hell of a what the fuck just happened? Jesus.
You might not know this. I mentioned it backstage, but you are the inspiration behind me saying, "Hey, I want to run my own deal."
Okay.
Because when you did your tour.
Okay.
What inspired you to like, hey, I don't want to just be the comedian. As funny as this guy is, right?
Yeah.
He's funny.
Thank you.
But what triggered in you, Kevin, that said, hey, I want to run my own show, my own tour?
When I think the beauty of what comedians do is understanding that you can be in charge of your own enterprise if you want to. It's a job that you get out of what you put into it. So as many shows as you want to do, you can. I said to myself, I don't want to continue to be a work for hire. So when I started to gain a high level of success, I said, how do I put myself in a position of comfort by building something that can last with or without me having to be in front of it full steam ahead? And I said, I think the best way to do that is to understand the business of the world of comedy in full. And that business has so many tiers to it. It's a business of writing, it's a business of directing, producing, and creating. So once I got a firm definition of that, I didn't see why I couldn't do that simultaneously and treat that just like I treated my comedy career. So as I grew in comedy, I was also growing and understanding how to knock off the other things that I wanted to do. And for me, that was the biggest priority. It wasn't just getting big in comedy, it was understanding what to do when I reached the point that I want to get to.
How many tickets how many seats have you sold?
Seats? Last year I think we did.
You count seats or you count money? Which one do you do?
I mean, you gotta count both. You can't ignore them.
Right.
You know, I think our total we did 172 dates on my last tour. We probably did about 1.2 million in seats in total, like actual seats. 1.2 million, 1.5 million. Yeah, because you gotta think we were in a position where we were doing arenas, so 16,000 seat arena. Let's say you do multiple shows, you're 32,000. You do 2 shows in that city.
And 2 shows how fat? Back to back?
I would do the same day. So let's say 7 to 10, that's 32,000 people for that
Same
day.
jokes?
Same jokes, same show with different personality, different energy, but you gotta set. So, see, that's a joke right there. That's one of the jokes. So excited. Thank you. Which they are excited. Thank you for that. Scared the shit out of me, by the way. But, you know, you got, let's say through the course of a weekend, 30, 60, 90, 90,000 people for a weekend. So over the course of so many, you look and you add it, you go, wow, you do 1 million, 2 million, 5. Then on the longer tour, you on that 2.5. The numbers go. But what's more important to me are not just the numbers, but the recurring people. You know, I like the fact that people have grown with me. So the fan base and the numbers, it continues to get bigger and bigger and bigger, but I like the consistency and people saying, I remember when I came to see you here. I remember when I saw you here, and you look at it, you got a foundation and you got a story. And the story that you're telling, people are so invested in. I think to me, that's the best thing behind investment.
What was the revenue from the last tour? Right, it was huge, right?
I mean, I think I probably did 100+ million last tour.
You can't make 100 million. You can't do 100 million just telling jokes. You got to own the show.
Well, I'm at a point where the business in touring is one that I control. So if I do a building, I don't need to get fronted. I don't need a promoter to basically ensure the event. So I take 95% of the door, and taking 95% of the door, I'm also my own marketer. I'm my own team. So all of that stuff that comes in where people are normally allowed to profit and benefit, you kind of put that together yourself. So your revenue grows because your enterprise is ran by you and the people that you put in a position to control and evolve. So my friends that you look at as just regular guys are now businessmen that help me run the enterprise that I now have. So that ridiculous number that you're looking at is one that we're proud of because it's a testament to the hard work and dedication that they put into me and that I put into the craft as well.
And look, you guys see this guy on social media pushing tickets?
Yeah.
Like I admire that. Like you pop on and say, hey, tonight I'll be in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Come see us.
Well, if you are your product, I think nobody knows what you are more than you. So if you're selling yourself, that means that you got a high level of belief in what you do and what you put your time and energy into. So when it comes to me marketing in anything, you get 110% of me speaking on behalf of what I'm passionate about. If it's stand-up comedy, I'm talking about it because I put 1.5 years into developing whatever the material is that I'm doing on that live show. If it's a movie, well, I put 2 to 3 months in filming that movie. There was a team of people that worked on those movie sets. If this movie is a success, it's not just my success, it's our success. So our success is banking on my effort. So I don't ever shortcut my effort. I give the most that I possibly can so that the people around go, what excuses do I have if the guy that's already here is still going 100 miles per hour? If he's not slowing down, why should I? So you're an example. You're an example of what to do with your product. I'm my product. That's it.
Are you like a businessman disguised as a comedian?
I'm heavy business.
You're heavy business.
Heavy business. Heavy business disguised with personality. The beauty of business, here's my intel about business, okay? Everybody assumes that business is just corporate. Everybody assumes that business means an office building and it means the structure that goes into said entity. That's not. Business has so many different levels to it. Business is selling Girl Scout cookies. Business is being a self-made chef that wants to put yourself in a position to cook for families. Business is being a teenager that wants to babysit. Business is understanding how to create something, own that, and make money from it. If you're doing that, you're running a business. From the simplest thing to the biggest thing, right?
Yeah. It's good, man. It's good.
So,
take them to church.
So when you understand that, when you take these small things and you make these small things big things, your ideas start to grow as your businesses grow. For example, writing a joke is a business because that joke then becomes a comedy special. That comedy special becomes an IP. I own that IP, and I take that IP, and I sell that IP and license it to other platforms that will go and hold it for a set amount of times. They gotta give it back, which means I can continue to grow these IPs that all started from telling the jokes, which means that I now have a catalog. What's the benefit of a catalog? The benefit of the catalog is being able to fucking put yourself in a position to deal with studios and networks at the highest level. You now have to respect me as a business. So when you see this and you understand that, you grow within it. So I'm now a businessman because I love to create. In the world of entertainment, you have no entertainment without creativity. So you need a me. You need a guy that's going to come up with movie concepts, television concepts, and reasons to make the world laugh and feel better. I am now a necessity, which makes me an entity. I'm a fucking business. So respect me. That's the business.
I knew this was going to be good. I knew this was going to be good. So, how important is it to erase the line between entertainment and business?
I think that it's extremely important to erase the line because there should be no line. Okay, and here's what I mean when I say there should be no line. When you put lines, that means you're giving yourself sometimes limits. That means you're giving yourself destinations that you don't feel can be crossed. The two complement each other for me. Entertainment and business go hand in hand. If you can be the CEO on both sides of the fence, then you're dealing with yourself and others at the highest level. So I'll give you guys an example. There's a real goal that I have to make the world laugh. That's a goal, right? And the goal started off with me just being a comedian traveling the world. That goal has then transferred down to me creating a network. So Laugh Out Loud is a network. I said, well, if I'm making the world laugh, how do I put other people in a position to do the same? Everybody doesn't feel like they have an opportunity. I'm going to create a network that's based on giving the younger generation an opportunity to be seen and possibly new talent, and possibly uplift, generate, motivate their career to go on and be bigger and better. If I do that, then I'm really accomplishing my goal at hand of making the world laugh. I did it by setting up another entity where I could uplift the younger comedians, male, female, whoever, come and be on my platform, be a part of my network. I'm gonna give you this shot, I'm gonna give you exposure, but at the same time, my business is thriving because if you're a network in your studio, the lack of diversity is a real issue. So my comedy comes to you in color. I'm bringing you all ethnicities from all over the globe, and that's my job to bring you comedy in a different perspective. So you now have to deal with me as a business.
I have to deal with Kevin Hart.
Deal with me.
It's Sunday, and we have to deal with Kevin Hart.
You gotta deal with me. Like it or not, you have to deal with me. And I think that at this point in my career, you know, I'm 40 years old. And I'm 40 years old, man. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm
Look good.
I'm trying my best. I've been in this business for over 20 years. So what am I really leaving? What's the real imprint that I'm leaving? And a big thing that I talk about that I want you guys to all understand. This is so simple, what I'm about to say, but yet so profound. You're writing a story. You're writing a fucking story. Whether you believe it or not, your life can be the equivalent of a book. When you read a book, you go through chapters. And each chapter, you got some good shit, you got some bad shit. But when you close that book at the end, you should be able to talk about what you read. That book should have a conclusion. Ask yourself in life,